what's more dangerous than being broke? Being dependent and not knowing it. Here's the truth Kim Kiyosaki wants every woman to face. A man is not a financial plan. And someday, you may be all you've got. So let me ask, if everything changed tomorrow, your job, your relationship, your safety net, would you be prepared or panicked? If that question unsettles you, stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, we'll uncover what it truly means to be a rich woman, not just in your wallet, but in your wisdom, confidence, and future. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe to the Success Resources Book Insights channel. This is where you'll find the books, ideas, and conversations that grow your mindset and your money. Kim Kiyosaki is not just the wife of Robert Kiyosaki. She's a self-made investor, real estate powerhouse, entrepreneur, and author who broke every rule she was raised with. As a young woman, she believed what most women are told. Let a man handle the finances. Don't talk about money. You're not the type to invest. But after watching too many friends suffer through divorce, widowhood, and job loss without financial security, Kim knew she had two options: stay safe and stay small, or learn the game and change her life. Rich Woman is the book she wrote to help the rest of us do the same. Let's begin. Kim opens the book with a story. A friend, mid-divorce, sits across the table and says, "I have no idea how much we own. I don't even know where our accounts are." This is more common than we think. Many women assume if they marry well, they'll live well. But the statistics say otherwise. Nearly 50% of marriages end in divorce. Women live longer than men by an average of 5 to 7 years. Most women, regardless of income, retire with less than men. Kim watched her own mother live in financial fear. She vowed, "That will not be me." The moment she realized her financial future was entirely up to her, she began asking uncomfortable questions, looking at bank statements, learning the language of money. Do a financial awareness audit. Know your net worth, your expenses, and what's in your name. Because the first step to wealth is ownership of your life, your numbers, and your choices. Here's the plot twist. This book isn't about money. It's about what money allows you to become. Kim talks about quiet power, that feeling when you know, deep in your soul, you don't have to ask anyone for anything. She remembers the first time a property she bought paid her rent check. It wasn't massive, but it was hers, and it was recurring. That check said, "You did this. You don't have to stay in that job. You can say no without fear. You have options." What does financial freedom look like for you? Is it walking away from a toxic job, retiring your parents, funding a dream? Write it down. Make it real. Because when the why is big enough, the numbers start to matter less, and the mission becomes everything. Most of us were taught this: go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, retire at 65. But Kim calls this the rat race. Because even when you follow the rules, you're still running in circles, trading time for money with no real leverage. She introduces Robert's cash flow quadrant. E, employee, works for money. S, self-employed, owns a job. B, business owner, owns a system. I, investor, money works for you. The rich live on the right side. B and I. Kim shares how she left the left side. It started with education, then a small property, then a bigger one. She stopped thinking like an employee and started behaving like an investor. Ask, where am I on the quadrant? Then ask, what's one step I can take to move to the right? Whether it's a rental property, a side business, or a dividend stock, Start somewhere. Because every empire begins with a single asset. Let's pause here. If you're finding value in this, share this episode with one woman who needs to hear it. Tag her, text her, lift her up. This isn't just education, it's a revolution. And don't forget to subscribe to SR Book Insights. We're just getting started. Kim says, if you don't learn how to invest, you will always be working for someone who did. She admits, investing terrified her. She didn't grow up with Wall Street lingo or real estate mentors. She was just a curious woman who refused to stay broke. She started by attending seminars, reading Rich Dad books, and asking questions, even when it made her feel dumb. She made mistakes, bought the wrong property, trusted the wrong contractor, got burned. But guess what? She stayed in the game. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be persistent. Start small. Buy one share of stock. Attend one property tour. Ask one investor to coffee. Because clarity comes from action, not overthinking. And women who learn to invest, learn to lead. Kim's advice, don't do wealth alone. She emphasizes building your rich woman circle, a team of people smarter than you in money, law, tax, and business. She tells a powerful story. Early in her investing journey, Kim almost closed on a deal with terrible terms. A mentor reviewed it and said, walk away. That one piece of advice saved her thousands. Identify the 5 people around you. Are they pushing you toward financial freedom or holding you in comfort zones? If you don't have mentors, find them. If you feel alone, create community. Start a study group. Share this podcast. Because wealth multiplies faster in the right room. Kim says every rich woman has one thing in common. She believes she belongs in the money conversation. That belief doesn't come naturally. Society has conditioned women to stay small, be quiet, let others lead. But Kim reminds us, before you grow your bank account, you have to grow your identity. She once walked into a bank alone to apply for a loan. The officer asked, "Where's your husband?" Kim replied, "He's not the investor, I am." That moment changed her. Affirmation exercise. Say this aloud. I am smart enough to understand money. I am brave enough to learn. I am worthy of wealth. Because who you believe you are determines what you'll pursue. Kim doesn't just want to be rich. She wants to help others rise. She shares how every time she taught someone else what she knew, she got better, stronger, wiser. Wealth isn't just what you earn, it's what you empower. Host a monthly money meetup. Read a book together. Play the cash flow game. Talk about debt, assets, business. Because when women talk money, they transform. One rich woman equals many free families. Let's close with 5 real questions women ask Kim and her wisdom-filled answers. 1. Where do I start? Start with education. Pick one topic, real estate, stocks, or budgeting, and go deep. 2. What if I mess up? You will, but failure is tuition. Learn, adapt, repeat. 3. I'm not confident. Confidence comes after action, not before. Move scared. 4. What if my partner handles the money? Great, but you still need to know, because life happens. Be prepared. 5. Is it too late for me? Number, as long as you're breathing, you're building. Start now. If this insight moved you, let it become action. Get the full book, Rich Woman by Kim Kiyosaki. Subscribe to SR Book Insights for more life-changing lessons. Share this episode with 3 women you admire. Let's grow together. You don't need to be rescued. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to decide. I will never be financially dependent again. Repeat that. Believe it. Live it. Earn it. Learn it. Own it. Share it. You're not just a woman. You're a rich woman in the making. This is Rich Woman by Kim Kiyosaki, narrated by SR Book Insights. This is more than mindset. It's a mission. Keep seeking, keep growing, keep giving, and together, let's make the world rich again.